Now, see Joe, Harry, Bernard, Pastor Roble Knight, and Ellery, and Gordon, and DJ Dave, and Little Kunwan, Poof Dave, and all that crap. Now I can prove that I was never Indian girl, or anti-Holly and Amanda, my cousins, okay? And that you all destroyed a natural immunity, not only a natural immunity, but your own technological immunity by trying to create another one because you're all running around doing all this stuff. I actually can prove that your bald Negro hair and your other Indian guy that's following me around out here, Bernard, Global Knight, are more westernized and care about that instead of their own culture. And I can almost prove that the Indian girl and who else? Little Lita, you're the ones passing around the problems because you want to create a natural immunity with a computer system, which can be done. But see, I can tell you which people you're actually in love with, which fags downtown you guys are actually in love with, and that you guys are so anti-Jew. You're not thinking, see, I'm not anti the Indian, but the Indian's anti-Jew me. My culture. See, I'm going to start your seesaw, David. Trying to be an Indian, trying to create a natural immunity. And when you seesaw it wrong and you don't know, it doesn't work right, see? I can almost pretty much prove that one of those two girls actually had an STD first. He's going after the blonde, but it might be the other one. You guys are seesawing to cover it up. But some of you are actually in love with a fag Negro downtown that's dirty, and you guys are probably infecting each other just because of one or two idiots. So if you're in love with that, David, I'm going to let you have it. You can go poof. But I was never anti my two cousins who are female because I was related to them. And I'm not anti-Jew, but the two, the baldy Negro and the Indian trying to defend you guys' culture are more westernized than they are worried about their own culture because you're all trying to protect Prolita and you guys are making each other sick because you're trying to make a natural immunity, but you're not thinking you're actually killing me and making me sick, which was your natural immunity. And then you got to do weird stuff with chemicals and all that crap to make new vaccines, and really you're not getting rid of curing the ones you need to do it or getting rid of them, because you all fall in love with the ones that are ordering people around to make them sick to cover for their gay stuff or whatever. So that's why I stay away from them, and so we educate your kids. So the one guy's like, why am I living Tom's life? Well, there might be some guys named Tom up the line, but you guys didn't follow through with your story out here because somebody committed a murder, so their stories didn't complete, and so they were stuck because you guys are fighting some little war instead of working together, and you're seesawing because Perlita and them think it's a treasure hunt. My brother's going poof, 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 all that stupid shit because they're trying to defend Ellery because they wanted him cured. But see, Ellery sat on his ass. Don Wiley sat on their ass and they protested. And so it's interesting, Indians, you're anti-me, you're coming after me, but your idea kind of worked. You're creating a natural immunity, but you're fighting with the Negroes and shit, and you're killing each other. So stay away from the Negroes. It also proves that the Negroes don't belong here. And some of you who moved out here don't belong here because you disrupted what was already here. Usually the police, fire, those things that set in. So you got it. So the military and those guys and the corporations go up another notch because they're not having to deal with the stuff on the ground while you guys are trying to kill me while I'm trying to cure you. Not kill you, but cure you. Those guys with the information, good. See now I know, Dave, you're anti-Jew and you set up that spot to kill people for your engine and your rumor mill. Because David's probably gay and anti-woman, which is stupid. So you can have it, Dave, Lita and all that. You can have your love tap circle, or you can fix your seesaw. Or are we going to find out that you killed a bunch of people, Dave or Lita, and the story didn't get to complete? Because you guys are trying to go do with some old Indian method with a computer system, which doesn't generally work unless, guess what? You get clean and take care of your people. So no, I was never anti your Indian girl or any of that crap that Joe and them got running on you guys. But if you want to believe their shit and be sick and, you know, not look at a couple of wikis and go, oh, the two were related. Hey, keep fighting that old Nazi way, Dave, because it proves that you, Dave, are anti-woman. It's going to prove that probably your Indian and your bald Negro are anti-women, trying to come out, trying to claim some homosexual revenge and shit for LGBT. But guess what? You guys' plan made you all more sick and cost tons more money because DJ David, it didn't belong to you originally, or little Lita Quinlan, or most of the faction that used to kill people to get it. David, get it? Yeah, it doesn't work. Or some of those older guys just didn't care because they knew most of you kids were so drugged out that you guys wouldn't get it. So we got to teach them, hey, there's ways around it. So again, be careful if you're going to adopt the philosophy of Churchill and Hitler and all that, ladies and gentlemen, that it's not also working against you. So one way to get around it is to find ways to cure it.